Good morning, students. Online teaching session. So your semester exams are over. Hope everybody has done well in your exams. So let's proceed further with our next part of our syllabus. Today we'll be doing lesson number 8 in English, that is the Pandavas in exile. This is the part 1 of the lesson. Children, during this lockdown period, you must have watched these two serials on Doordarshan. That was the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. So, you must be having a brief idea about Mahabharata. This lesson is an extract from Mahabharata by Sant Vyasa, and it tells us about the character of Yudhishthira, his excellence, endurance and love and affection towards his brothers. He also gives all satisfactory answers to the questions asked by Yaksha. Now Yaksha here is Yama. Yama means the god of death. So he wanted to test his endurance, his intelligence and his love towards his brother. So he asks him few questions and Yudhishthira gives all satisfactory answers to the questions. Okay. So as we study the lesson further, we'll get to know about it in detail. So before we start with the lesson, let's learn new words and frame sentences. Okay. So your first word is enthroned. Enthroned means to assign supreme virtue or value. Sentence: the painting depicts the enthroned Madonna and child. Next, heir. Person who inherits all the property of a deceased. So when a person dies, so after that who would be the owner of the property is called as an heir. So he recognized John as his lawful heir. Next is deceit. Deceit means cheating, to cheat. Deceit is a tactic that requires dishonesty. Next, clan. Families that are related to each other. The whole clan gets together for the holidays. Next, incognito. Of a person having one's true identity concealed. So not to show one's real identity. The prince often travelled abroad incognito. Okay. So now let's begin with our lesson. In Hastinapur, there lived two brothers, Dhritarashtra and Pandu. Though Pandu was younger, he was enthroned as the king because Dhritarashtra was blind. So what was the name of the place? Hastinapur. And who were the two brothers? Dhritarashtra and Pandu. But though Pandu was younger, he was enthroned on the throne as Dhritarashtra was blind. Pandu had 5 sons named Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula and Sahadeva from his 2 wives Kunti and Madri. So how many sons Pandu had? 5 sons. Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula and Sahadeva. And what are the names of his 2 wives? Kunti and Madri. They were called the Pandavas. So the sons of Pandu were called as Pandavas. Dhritarashtra had 100 sons from Gandhari. So what was the name of Dhritarashtra's wife? Gandhari. With Duryodhana being the eldest son. So who was the eldest son of Dhritarashtra? Duryodhana. They were called Kauravas. So the sons of Dhritarashtra were called as Kauravas. When Pandu died, Dhritarashtra became the king of Hastinapur. There emerged an intense rivalry between the cousins and between the 2 sets of cousins, because Yudhishthira was the rightful heir to the throne of Hastinapur. So who are the 2 sets of cousins? Pandavas and the Kauravas. So after Pandu died, according to the law, it should be Yudhishthira who should be enthroned on the throne. But then Dhritarashtra he became the king, and so there was rivalry between these 2 sets of cousins. So trying various ways to get rid of his cousins from poison to fire, finally Duryodhana's maternal uncle Shakuni devises a plot to trap Pandava and take away their kingdom through deceit. So who was the uncle of Duryodhana? His name was Shakuni. So they tried a lot that Pandavas should be moved out of the out from Hastinapur, and so they tried various tricks but were not able to do so, and they just devised various plans also with the help of Mama Shakuni, right? Shakuni, a master player in Chaucer, a game of dice, insists Duryodhana to invite Yudhishthira for a game, expressing the desire to make amends. So Shakuni, he was a master in playing dice, and so he tells Duryodhana to invite Yudhishthira to play the game. So then when they will lose the game, they can ask like the one who is the loser has to do what the winner team tells. Okay, so accordingly they thought of a plan. Yudhishthira happily agrees, but he is defeated and ends up losing not only his entire kingdom but also his brothers along with his own self and their queen Draupadi. So Yudhishthira, he agrees to play the game, and in that game what happens, he loses everything. He not only loses his kingdom but also his brothers along with his own self and their queen Draupadi. When Draupadi is about to curse the entire Kaurava clan, she is stopped by King Dhritarashtra. He asks for forgiveness and returns all assets back to Yudhishthira. So, seeing this, Draupadi gets very angry and she is about to curse the Kauravas. But then Dhritarashtra stops her. Okay? And so he also forgives. He asks for forgiveness and he returns everything, all the assets to Yudhishthira, back to Yudhishthira. Whatever he has lost, he gives it back to him. Kauravas insist on playing a fair game, to which Yudhishthira agrees and almost wins before losing the game yet again. Yudhishthira accepts the conditions that the defeated party should go with his brothers and wife in the exile to the forest and remain there for 12 years and spend the 13th year incognito. So Kauravas, they again insist them to play the game, a fair game. And so again the Pandavas agree, Yudhishthira agrees to that, and he accepts all the conditions. Even again they lose the game, and whatever conditions the Kauravas place before them, they agree to that. And what was the condition? That they, all 5 brothers along with Queen Draupadi, they should go to exile for 12 years, and the 13th year they will spend as incognito. I have already told you what is incognito, means not to show one's real identity. Next, for 12 years the 5 brothers and Draupadi suffer but have many adventures, and also these go for an exile for 12 years and they live 12 years, but in this 12 years they suffer a lot and also have done many adventures. At last the 13th year approached and they have one last adventure in the forest. So now it was their 13th year and one last adventure they had in the forest. So now children, this is just in brief the story was, but now as we go in the lesson detail, you will get to know about. I have given you the meanings of some new words, and so as we read the passage you can understand. Another time it happened that the Pandava brothers, going in pursuit of a deer in the forest, wandered far from their dwelling place. The sun was hot overhead and they grew thirsty. The deer had vanished, and now footsore and weary, they came at last to a stop. Knowing that their search was in vain, their mouths were parched, they scanned the earth in all directions for some sign of water. But seeing none, they trudged wearily onward until at last Yudhishthira, unable to go any further due to fatigue, sank down under a tree to rest and sent Sahadeva in search of water for them. So you can see the words meanings are there. Persuade means to attain something, efforts to gain something, to attain something, to secure. Dwelling means to dwell, to live somewhere. Footsore, having raw and painful feet from much walking. So as they were in exile, they were just going on walking and doing various adventures, and so they were very weary. Weary means extremely tired. Parched means very dry. Trudged, walked slowly and with heavy steps. So as they were moving around, they were tired, and so Yudhishthira, he just sits down near a tree and was very much tired due to fatigue, and so he asked he was very thirsty also. So who went for searching for water? Sahadeva. He went to search water for them. Okay. Next. The youth went readily enough, but when he did not return for a long time, Yudhishthira grew concerned. He said what had happened and also to find water. Nakula obeyed, but he too, like Sahadeva, did not return. Then Yudhishthira sent his brothers one by one after each other. But when they all went and none returned, he grew very anxious, not knowing what evil fate had overtaken them. At last he decided to go and see for himself. He got up and following their footsteps went down the track. So when Sahadeva went to search for water, he did not return for a long time. So Yudhishthira was worried, and so he sent Nakula to search Sahadeva. So like this, one after the other, as Nakula also went, he did not return back. So one after the other, Yudhishthira sent all his brothers to search each other, and he could find that nobody returned back. So at last Yudhishthira, he went to search his brothers. Okay. So children, today we shall stop here with the story. The next part of the story will proceed in our next class. Till then, thank you children.